Mix 107, I'm Ryan Connop. Right now we're joined with the local author, Linda Green Dupre, who's originally from Newfoundland, has lived in California. And how long have you been in the fort now?
Oh, I've been here probably 15 months.
So you've written your very first book ever, and it's called A Rescue Journey. What got you started on this?
Actually, it was my youngest daughter. She's a public speaker, and she'd share some of my stories that I've shared with her in the past. And she done some speaking and told some of my stories. She had a good response from the ladies, came up to her later. She'd come home and say, "Mom, you need to write a book." And anyway, I sat down a couple of years ago and started writing. And here it is.
The book is a series of memoirs.
It's my memoirs, yes it is.
And what are they about?
Well, it talks about my surviving the divorce of my parents, and at the age of 13, it's about sexual and domestic abuse, suicidal thoughts, and battling a serious illness. It's about teenage mom, unconditional love, forgiveness, redemption, so much more.
We're going to chat more about this book in just a couple songs. We've got a high of 6 degrees today. Imagine Dragons. Mix 107, I'm Ryan Connop. Right now, we are joined with Linda Green Dupre. She's a local author, just wrote your very first book. You also mentioned that you do some other things around town as well. You and your husband teach chess?
Yes, we do. We teach chess and also music lessons, piano and guitar.
Very cool. And you've been living here in the fort for a little over a year?
Yes, we have, yeah.
Okay, so your book, which is just published back in December, it's called A Rescue Journey, a series of memoirs about surviving domestic abuse.
That's right. I open up my book about my grandmother because she was such a strong, loving woman, and I wouldn't be here today only for she kept my dad alive when he was first born. So that story is in the book as well. You know, we live in a fallen, dangerous world, and this is especially true for women. You know, it's how important it is to be there for one another. So that's why I wrote my book, and I wanted to share it with women that's been through all these abuse over the years, and hoping that it will help them get through it. You know, and we live out our destiny. I was a very confused young girl who did not know her worth back in the day, but that's not who I am now because of this book has brought healing to me as well. Hardship do not define us. It's how we deal with them when we're going through them, and how we recover and how we move on to help others. So I'm believing, as you know, everyone that gets the book and reads it, all the stories in the book will encourage them to know their worth, to hold on to their values, and to know there's a purpose for their life and they're not alone.
Excellent. Where can people find this?
On Amazon.
Amazon.ca.
Yes.
Support your local artists. Thank you so much for coming in, Linda.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.